Hey YouTube, hey General Hospital fans. So let's talk about the aftermath of this shocking story with Kristina now falling out of the window after her confrontation with Ava in a series of events that is absolutely fascinating and shocking and horrible at the same time. Of course, we saw Kristina go through the window and into the pool, and of course everyone was in shock, in a state of shock. And of course, Kristina is pregnant and she's basically now dealing with a very tough situation. Of course, we'll get into that in a second, but Kristina, of course, showed up to confront Ava, to tell Ava to withdraw the subpoena. And there's some threats being made there, and one thing led to another. And of course, Ava put her hand on Kristina, right? And Kristina tried to pull her hand away, and then she tripped over the bag, and then she went through the window and into the pool, and she's pregnant. So this is really a horrible thing that happened. And there's this compelling custody battle too going on between Kristina and her sister Molly. And now this happens, right? So this definitely was something that was a blindside, I think. I don't know if anyone saw this coming, so you got to give the show credit for really, I think, surprising everyone. But now we're dealing with the aftermath of that, and there's plenty of blame to go around now. And of course, Ava is absolutely lying, right, about what happened. And it was an accident, but Ava isn't quite telling the truth. And of course, Dante doesn't believe a word that Ava is saying, okay? And of course, Ava was brought in for questioning, and they really didn't get anything out of her. She's sticking to her side of the story, and she's going to need her help from Scott Baldwin. And it's going to be very interesting to see how all of that plays out. But Ava is definitely lying. And she tampered with the crime scene too, right? With the scene. And if she had just kind of told the truth, maybe she wouldn't be in hot water. But Ava is definitely in some hot water now. But Kristina, of course, poor Kristina now, she's now sadly lost the baby. So what happens now? And of course, Molly is blaming Sonny for all of this because of how Kristina was subpoenaed to have to testify against her dad, right? So Molly's blaming Sonny for all this, and now it looks like Sonny could be doing something drastic. So let's hope that doesn't happen. Let's hope that cooler heads prevail. But this is all very interesting, and there's going to be plenty of ramifications of what happened now. Of course, losing the baby is one thing, and of course, TJ and Molly now have lost the baby. Of course, the baby biologically was Kristina's. She was carrying the baby as a surrogate for her sister and TJ, and TJ and is the biological father, and Kristina is the biological mother because Molly can't have babies. So Kristina, really she kind of was the one who kind of wanted to be the surrogate, and then they had this battle about who would have the baby recently, and Kristina wouldn't sign those papers that Molly wanted her to sign. So it became this really compelling custody drama, and now it's become this tragedy where now Kristina and Molly and TJ, they all lose their baby daughter. And it's just a really sad series of events. But now Ava now is in hot water. She's lying about what happened. She put her hand right on Kristina. Kristina pulled away, tripped. One thing led to another. She went through the window and into the pool, and the rest is history. So we're going to have to see what happens next. Of course, Sonny had his people, right, taking pictures of the window of Ava's apartment. So it looks like Brick is going to be the one that's going to take some pictures there. And it looks like they could find out, maybe piece together some of the things that happened. Of course, Trina witnessed Ava in the window. Okay, so they know that Ava was there. And Dante certainly doesn't believe Ava's side of events and series of events that happened. Ava now is flat out lying about what happened. And, Kristina threatened that if she was going to have to testify against her father, that she would reveal some of Ava's crimes. Ava got upset about that, put her hand on Kristina. Kristina pulled away, tripped over the bag, and went through the window and into the pool. Okay, so Ava, of course, now isn't telling the truth, and so we'll have to see how the truth is eventually revealed, if Sonny is able to figure out what happened here. But it's going to be very interesting to see what happens next. Ava is lying that Kristina attacked her. We, the viewers, know that that certainly didn't happen. And so they rushed Kristina to the hospital after the fall, and they had to do an emergency C-section. And it looked like the baby was going to survive. We were hoping for the best, but it turns out that the baby didn't survive. And, we were wondering if the baby did survive, who would get the baby, right? Well, that story now is pretty much over. And now it's going to become a story about maybe Kristina and Molly connecting and bonding over this maybe. And we'll have to see how TJ handles all of this. And we'll have to see how everyone involved handles this, because I think the story now is shifting towards a cover-up story, with Ava trying to cover up what happened and then the characters trying to find the truth. So it's going to be really interesting to see how all this plays out. But let me know what you think of this story. Certainly there's going to be plenty of ramifications and consequences to this, and hopefully everything is going to settle down. So we'll see how it all plays out. But let me know your thoughts. And hey, if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.